Hi boys and girls, it's Ariel the Mermaid. Well, I am a San Clemente Triton, but I'm not a mermaid. It's still Nona the Naturalist with Dana Wharf Whale Watching. And today I'm aboard our catamaran, the lot of fun, and I thought we'd discuss a topic that came in. Someone asked me if I would talk about mermaids. Well, you know, boys and girls, mermaids come from folklore. They go all the way back to ancient times. If you were to study Greek mythology, you would learn some information about mermaids, and they were called sirens and things like that. It's very unlikely that we will ever see a mermaid out here when we go whale watching with Dana Wharf Whale Watching. One of my favorite stories, though, about mermaids comes from not ancient history, but from history a long time ago, a little over 500 years. And that's from the famous Italian explorer, Christopher Columbus. Now, you might have learned this poem once in your school years. It says, in 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. Well, Columbus really made 4 trips over here to this part of the world. When he left Spain, he was trying to find the quickest route to get to India by sailing west. But when he sailed west, he ran into an unknown landmass for the people that lived in Europe in those days, and that was North America and South America. And his 4 trips took him to the Caribbean. In particular, he was around the area that we call the Bahamas today. Now, Christopher Columbus did what all good captains do. He kept a captain's log. And a captain's log is like a daily diary of the events that took place. And in Christopher Columbus's log, you will read that they thought they saw mermaids. Well, nowadays, boys and girls, most scientists believe that what Christopher Columbus actually saw was the animal, the manatee. So that's your homework for tonight. Look up a manatee. Then I want you to try to figure out, how did Christopher Columbus think a manatee was a mermaid? But there is a chance, if you walk along our sandy beaches, just maybe, you might find one of these along the surf line. And these are called a mermaid's purse. And what they are is the egg case that's left by one of our animals that lives out in the ocean. You know what it is? It's a shark. You know, I have a friend, Mr. Jim Serpa, who was a California State Park Ranger for many, many years, and he worked over here at Doheny. And as a matter of fact, if you go on our Dana Wharf website, you'll find a wonderful video that he's made for us about sharks. But I asked Jim once, are there sharks out here in the water? And this is what he told me to do. He said, Nona, I want you to just go down to the beach and get your feet wet. Scan the horizon. Boys and girls, I'm going to tell you, never turn your back on a wave at the ocean. But dip down, reach down and dip into that water and get a little bit of it in your hand and taste it. And if it tastes salty, there's a shark in the water. We have lots of different ones. Some right there in the surf line are called skates and rays. So sure, remember to shuffle your feet when you're down there at the beach this summer. But we have 2 sharks in particular, our horn shark and our swell shark, that they do not give birth to live baby sharks, but they lay their eggs inside these little cases, and then the baby develops in there. So when you're walking on the beach, keep your eyes open, because maybe, just maybe, you'll find a mermaid's purse. But I don't think we'll ever really see a mermaid when we're down here whale watching. Have a good day, boys and girls. This is Nona the Naturalist saying goodbye.